This is Local Edition. My name is Brad Pomerance. Today we're in the Inland Empire and we are joined by two leaders in that region. We're joined by Raziel Arcega. She is the Executive Director of the Asian Business Association of the Inland Empire. With her is the Membership Director of that organization. His name is Marc, and I am so glad you're with us today. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
I want to speak most broadly, we'll start with Raziel, about the organization. What is the Asian Business Association of the Inland Empire?
Well, the ABAIE, as we call it, it's one of the the youngest organizations of the ABA. So
really?
We have ABA LA.
Sure.
There's Orange County. There's San Diego. But we found a need for the Inland Empire. And because I came from the Orange County, I moved to Chino.
Right.
They wanted somebody to help them. There's a few of us who started the organization.
You're one of the founders.
Yes.
So talk to me about why you believe that there is a need for an ABAIE in this region.
Well, because we know that Asian American community has been growing, the business community has been growing. There's a lot of needs in our community. So we wanted to form somehow a hub, a resource center for them for their businesses.
And Marc, let's talk about that, about the growing Asian American community in the Inland Empire. There's a lot of focus on the growth of our friends in the Latino community, and we know those numbers are growing, but Asian American numbers are growing as well, but somehow we don't really hear about that much.
I think if you look at the actual numbers, you'll see that the growth in the Asian population actually exceeds the growth in the Latino population.
That is a fact. I mean, that is a fact. We can't deny that. Yet if you kind of listen to we in the media, it's as if all our growth is Latino-centric, but it's not.
And I think our community can be at times less vocal. However, that is changing as we have more second generation. We are the younger group in terms of immigrants. So a lot of Asians are still first generations compared to ratios in the Hispanic community.
So are you one of the early members as well?
No, I actually just joined recently. I just moved back from New York in 2015.
So what brought you to the organization? Obviously, Raziel realized that there was a need. You moved back. What did you see?
I saw that the Inland Empire that I grew up in.
Oh, you grew up here?
I grew up here. And was rapidly changing in terms of demographics. I'm from Apple Valley, and that used to be a very lily-white community that is now rapidly gentrifying.
Right. So tell us about the Asian American businesses. I mean, obviously it's hard to make a generalization, but to the extent that you do see certain trends in Asian American owned businesses in the IE, what can you tell us?
It's actually a broad spectrum.
Of course,
yes, we see people who are in the restaurant business, obviously.
Although it's easy to say obviously, but not necessarily.
Correct.
Not necessarily.
But there's the finances, the accountants, the professionals, and the ones who are really moving up there with their unique products.
And beyond that, there's the three top industries: construction, manufacturing, and import-export here in the Inland Empire are very, very Asian heavy.
I mean, I got to think with the port just up the road and Ontario Airport now becoming a hub, and most of that traffic coming from the Pacific Rim, it makes sense that we see a lot of...
The members really find value in our connections with the City of Ontario. We really moved forward, we were part of that push to really make Ontario local owned versus being an extension of LA. So we're very excited to provide that value to our members.
So tell us about some of the programs, Marc, some of the events that you have with your organization.
Raziel will talk about a lot of our big events, but I'm going to chat a little bit about our monthly mixer.
Please.
And this is something that I instituted when I came onto the board. This monthly mixer, I wanted a place where professionals and business owners could gather on a very set date every month.
So when is it?
And that is the fourth Wednesday of every month. We gather in Chino Hills at the Taste of China Dim Sum restaurant. And we provide the food.
I was going to say, it sounds tasty if you ask me.
Just saying.
Just saying. What do you get out of those types of mixers? What does it mean to you, your members, to be able to interact with folks that are part of the association?
I think there's an educational component on top of a social component. You learn what is out there and what resources are available to you. Like, let's say you're a business that's just starting out. You may have some marketing needs. And we have a marketing extraordinaire here who can.
And in addition, I know you have a small business day, a small business finance workshop. But what I'd like to do, Raziel, is talk about an upcoming event.
Sure.
This event, just around the corner, on June 1st. It is the Health and Wellness. Is that the right title? Health to Wealth Expo.
Yes.
Tell us about the Health to Wealth Expo on June 1st.
I know sometimes it might sound confusing.
No, I
Health
like
to
it.
Wealth is because we recognize that for somebody who's in the business, they have to take care of their health first. And then once you're in the business, you have the wealth side. So we have all the businesses that relates to the wealth side come to us and have exhibits.
Right, so yeah, let's go through it. So the event is at Chaffey College, we know it well. It's on the Chino campus. I know Chaffey has a few satellites. It starts at 2 o'clock, goes from 2 to 6, and so much to do.
There's so much to do.
Tell us what we can do.
We have exhibits. We also have a demo for either yoga, fitness, Zumba. So it's a fun event. We also have
health screenings as well.
Health screenings, of course. And then also to have speakers there. So from our, from the banks through the health. And we usually have a very informational panel when it comes to health. So it's just letting people know if there's alternative medicine out there or whatever modern medicine is out there. From experiences from really extraordinary individuals. So we've had
you have B2B networking, B2C networking. You have VIP mixer for those that may want to contribute at that level. But it's really expensive to go. How expensive is it?
Oh gosh. It's usually free.
It's free. If you show up on the day, you may have to pay $5.
Right.
But if you pre-register, which I urge you to do, and you can do that by going to the website at abaie.org.
Correct.
I'm compelled by the fact that you have over 50 exhibitors and in the past over 400 attendees.
Yes.
That's a huge number.
Very nice.
Tell us about your experience, Marc, at the Have you been?
Oh, I have.
You have. Tell us
I
about
love
the
Health to
extravaganza.
Wealth Expo. So I walk around and I just get all the food.
Are you the mayor? Are you just kind of? Oh, you like get the? Of course you get the food, but are you like the
Lots of
mayor
food.
of it, or like?
I try and make sure to shake everyone's hands because there's so many interesting businesses and people that just even a quick 1-minute conversation, it opens up your mind to what is out there and what can help your business. And most importantly, there's raffles.
Oh yeah, tell us about that. And food.
And food.
And food.
So
and
it's
more food.
Free, and you actually leave that winning.
How can our friends who are watching get involved in the organization?
Well, they should at least come to one of our events.
They'll come,
Yes.
but let's say they go to the expo. They want to be on the board. How can they volunteer, etc.?
Talk to one of us. You can also register online. We also have our social media, especially on Facebook.
Right.
We also did our meetup recently, so they could join through the meetups when we post our events there. So there's so many ways to get involved.
And it's an exciting time to be in business in the IE. The IE is bouncing back. It's already bounced back in a lot of ways.
And there's still a lot of opportunities, especially with Ontario opening up their airport.
Huge.
Moreno Valley has that huge logistics center. Port is opening so many.
And we're also working with the city of Riverside to really work on an innovation project to revitalize downtown.
And you'll come back and talk about it. She is Raziel Arcega. He is Marc Ng with the Asian Business Association of the Inland Empire. I'm Brad Pomerance, local edition.